I recently hosted my first ever video walk in Perth and got a bunch of local creatives down to hang out, shoot some content and meet some new faces. This is something I'm aiming to do once a month, so if you're a Perth local and want to come along and check it out, then check out the links below to find out more about when the next one is on. As part of the video walk, I put up a $100 Camera Electronic voucher to whoever made a 30-second video and submitted it before 12 PM on Friday the 20th of December. The only rule I had to follow was that the video had to be exactly 30 seconds long, no shorter or no longer. This was to help them be put in a client requirement situation where sometimes a video has to be exactly the right length. Now I've got all the submissions and we'll go through them now so you can see what everyone made, then I will announce the winner. So first up we have Daniel Schluter's video. What I love about this was the nice smooth motion of the gimbal and using those foreground elements to your advantage here. So the shot of that boat with the fence in front was dope as. All right, next up we have Harry Cunningham's video. So I love that he chose a different soundtrack to everyone else and the sound design is on point. For me it seemed like a bit more of a montage of clips rather than following a certain storyline, but I love that he tried some different camera movements like the first shot, spiraling through the arm of the chair. Next up we have Mike Wright's submission. Alright dude, I loved every bit of this. The soundtrack marries super well with the visuals. The opening title is dope and artistic, and the subtlety of the water in the background, fantastic. A couple of the shots have been warp stabilized a little bit too much, and you can see that jello effect coming in, so just make sure when you apply warp stabilize you don't go too overboard. I generally try to keep it within, like under 10% scaling, so keep that in mind. And next up is Louise's video. So great use of movement in your shots, and I love that you use different frame rates. So there's some slow motion, some fast motion, some normal motion. Really, really cool. And I love the fact that you actually cropped it for Instagram as well. So guys, making sure your content is the right size for the platform that it's going on is a big deal. So Louise, you get extra brownie points for this one. All right, next up we have Jara's video. Alright dude, now this is very well put together with a lot of thought gone into how the edit is made. So Jara has made some absolutely dope videos in the past, and you can see his style coming out in this video. The speed ramps and the sound effects are all combined to create a fantastic final video. However, the ending is super abrupt and that completely threw me off. So I really wanted more, but then it just hard cuts at 30 seconds. So I like to have my music actually finished to let the viewer know the video is coming to a close or something visual as well. But overall, absolutely love this, man. You have nailed it. Next up, we have Bailey Lamont's video. Now I love the overall look of this one and the colors when the sun starts popping. You've done a great job exposing correctly, capturing it exactly how it was on the day. Banging. The transitions are great, but I think they are a bit overdone. So transitions should add to the style, not take away from it. But overall, great submission. And lastly, we have Marco Knows video. Now, I was absolutely blown away by this, not because I was in it, not because of the visuals or the overall looks, but because Marco took on the challenge to step out of his comfort zone and do something that he was very uncomfortable doing. He told me he wanted to do more portraits, but was uncomfortable shooting people. So he decided to do a 1 to 2 minute stare beforehand to get comfortable with the subject and then take the image afterwards. And as you can see, the results speak for themselves. The emotion comes through in the video and it is very powerful. And for this reason, I have to award Marco the winner of the Video Walk #1 contest. Congratulations, Marco. I'll get in touch to send out the $100 Camera Electronic voucher to you. And Jara, you followed very, very closely behind because your video was super dope as well. So thank you to everyone who came to the first video walk. The next one is being held on the 11th of January. So if you're in Perth and you're interested, then check out the links below. It's absolutely free and you can win a $100 Camera Electronic voucher just like Marco did by submitting a video from the event. And as always guys, stay creative and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.